Hey fam, before I go to sleep, I must speak about the topic of Shanquella Robinson. If you don't know about her, she was the young lady who was murdered in Mexico, who went out there with a group of friends, and these very friends participated in her death. They actually beat her up, messed up her spine, and I think fractured her neck, if I'm not mistaken, and filmed it. And she was beaten while she was unclothed. I mean, completely naked. Now, when I first heard about it and my daughter wanted me to see the video, I was like, I don't want to see it. I hate to see somebody getting hurt. People get a thrill out of seeing others being attacked. And that makes you worse than an animal to want to see another person being hurt. And for these people that she had gone out there with, they called themselves her friend. The guy who was recording was supposed to be her best friend, and he was saying, why don't you fight back, recording her. Now, he was a man. He was feminine, but he was a man. He could have stopped what was going on if he really cared about her, but he didn't. So he was a participant in what went down. And this girl ended up losing her life. Now, don't get me wrong. When I finally watched it, because everybody keeps showing it, and I didn't want to see this girl naked being thrown around like a rag doll, but I saw one particular, I think there's another video with another girl beating her up or whatever, but the one that I did see, this girl was like pummeling her, like tearing this girl up and kicked her. I mean, the girl is not defending herself. And I wondered why she wasn't. Because it's natural for us to defend ourselves, right? It's natural to even put up your hands and to block. And I didn't see her doing that. And I wondered why. And I said, I wondered, if they gave her something. This is my suspicion. Don't quote me. But the way she wasn't defending herself, it made me question what was really going on. And I also asked, what did Shanquella do? Did she do something to anger these people? And I'm not saying that she had to either, because envy and jealousy is a monster. People will attack you and hurt you and hate you just for being yourself. So I'm not saying that was a fact, but it made me think. I'm thinking to myself, did she do something? Because sometimes there's more to what we see. There's a behind the scenes to certain things, and I don't know what it was. And I am not saying by no means, because I'm a mother and that's somebody's baby. And I took her as my own baby. When I saw that, I pictured my daughters or my nieces being in her place. And so I don't care what she did. She did not deserve death. But it makes you wonder what happened. They went on a trip together as friends, and y'all went out there and y'all killed this young lady and left her and came back home. Like, why? Why? It's so disheartening and it's so sad because there are many Shanquellas in our community. There are many, and they come in male and female form. We murder one another all the time, like it's nothing. It happens all the time. It's just that her particular story was advertised, for the world to see. But in our communities, this is what's going on. We are our worst enemy. We like to talk about the white man this and the white man that, but what could be worse than an inside hater? The hater that's inside. When we're supposed to be family, we're supposed to be united, but this is what's going on. And this is what the Bible speaks of, family. The curse. It started, the first murder with two brothers, Cain and Abel. Cain killed his brother. Envy, jealousy, that curse trickled down to us, still going on today. Now, that might go over a lot of people's heads because a lot of us don't understand that the Bible is our history book. It is of our ancestors, our people. And so I had to mention that because with the knowledge and wisdom that I have, I understand what's going on with our people. I understand what's going on with us. It's a curse. We repeat the same unrighteous acts, same disobedient behavior, and it affects us the most because we are God's people. And if you don't believe that and you don't think that Bible is real, then I'm not real. That Bible is very prophetic, and it is what is going on with our people. We are hurting one another. We're doing so much damage inside job. And the elder that I listened to, he pointed that out. He said almost every great leader in our community was had a person that was close to them of our people that turned them in. Look at Christ and Judas, same thing. Martin Luther King, the people around him, same thing. Malcolm X, people around him, same thing. And there's a host of others. Anytime there's a great man within our own kind, there are enemies that's closest to him of the same kind. This is why I'm expressing this to us in this video, because I want you guys to have your eyes open and to see what is going on with us as a people. It's nothing new under the sun. Because we turned our backs on the Lord and just forgot about his laws, and we want to live the way we want to live, this is the stuff that's going on in our communities. We are wicked and evil and selfish and envious and jealous. We are hateful against ourselves. A lot of us hate ourselves. And when I'm not talking about each other, I'm talking about we hate ourselves. Look at our sisters. Everything about us is fake. We hate ourselves so much. It's a curse, family. It's a curse. We hate ourselves, so we don't know how to love one another. But we want to talk about what the white man is doing to us. Family, there could be no worse enemy than the enemy within ourselves and within our communities, amongst ourselves. It don't get worse than that. And a lot of people are debating about that. They get so angry. Oh, y'all sound stupid talking about we our worst enemy because we killing one another. Whites kill each other. Asians kill each other. Whatever. Other cultures kill each other. It's a fact. There's wicked people in every race. We know this. That's nothing new. But are they being murdered by the police like us? So if anybody need to come together and unite more than us, I don't know who else it is. We need to unite, because if they're killing us and we're killing us, we're not going to exist one day. At this rate, there are many Shanquillas going on in our neighborhood. And I had to discuss that tonight. I had to bring that up because I found it very vital. Because you get a different spin from each person, because the Most High God puts things in all of us to share. We have our different perspectives. Just like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, there was their perspective of how they saw Christ when he came and had his walk, and it was four different men with their perspective. And the same thing with us now. The Most High God gives us all information, and we all have a brain, so we have our view, our point of view about things. And this whole Shanquilla thing is it's so disheartening, because these people recorded her naked and they uploaded it. Like, it's almost like self-sabotage to me. I don't know. You were hating her so much, so angry with her. You uploaded that foolishness that y'all did. You told on yourself. You set yourself up. And I feel bad for the families that's, people that's related to these six that were involved, because now they had to uproot and move, because the rest of the world know who they are now, got their addresses, and their families could be in danger. And people have no business going out trying to be vigilantes and do stuff, because you need to get the facts, because that's how innocent people end up dead. There we go again, the curse. Our emotions are raw. They're all over the place. We want to just react. without thinking, no logic, no law. We just do whatever we feel, and this is our problem. This has been our problem from the beginning of time, from the first murder. And it was an awesome lesson that the elder that I study under, that he did, the spirit of Cain. That spirit of Cain was in those people that hurt Shanquella. We don't have no problem hurting one another. And ever since I was a little girl, I've always hated to see violence. I hated it. When people would run to a fight, I'm going the opposite way. Kenya, come on, they fighting over here. I don't want to see nobody getting punched in the face, knocked on the floor, stepped on, stomped. That gave me no pleasure, no thrill. I don't want to see that. But the wickedness that's inside of us, people like to see other people getting hurt. I remember kids jumping up and down and being like, oh, you saw that? He punched him. Oh, she knocked her down. Oh, they got a thrill out of seeing their own kind being beaten. Didn't even know the story behind the fight, but you got a thrill out of seeing somebody hurt another person. And I have to bring up this topic of this young lady on the job. We had a lunch break and she's on her phone telling some female, I guess her friend, about the guy she's messing with. The guy had a girlfriend that's pregnant, and the girl must know they were messing around. So she's saying, I'm tired of her looking at me this way, and that girl gonna make me kick that baby out of her stomach. And this is the foolishness and the wickedness that's going on in our communities. The thinking that is so low, so low. You talking about killing somebody's baby over a raggedy dude that's not even yours. Do that make any sense? And that's just one messed up story in our crazy communities. This is a mess that's going on in our communities. People killing one another over petty stuff. I remember the story of the young lady that got her income tax. Her friends so-called took her to the bank and they killed that girl over $1,000. They killed her. That money was spent probably within that week, but the girl is dead over $1,000. We have had crackheads and drug addicts kill people over a vial of crack for a $5 bill. You know, any one of us can become a victim of our own kind for any reason for a dime. And I wanted us to look at that tonight. I wanted to share what was in my heart before I lay down to go to sleep tonight, because I happened to come up upon what's his name, Roland. I don't know his last name. Y'all forgive me. A black brother who has his show on YouTube, and the young lady was making a report. She was sharing the information that she had because she's very close with Shanquella's family, and how they thought it would be best for them to set up a GoFundMe. And the father was very proud. He didn't want to do that. He said, I can take care of my daughter. But she convinced him, the young lady, I didn't get her name, so y'all forgive me. I didn't get her name. She convinced him to allow people who want to help to help. And so he did, because they're going to have cost when the trial goes down, and they have to go to Mexico. They have to get Shanquella's body back here. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. And we can come together for the good. And that was a blessing. That's the good part, that people are supporting them, you know. And how she said that, and this is us. I want y'all to see this again. This is us doing that. People are setting up fake accounts, fake GoFundMe in this girl's name to get money. The love of money, the root of all evil. Money is not evil. We are. Loving money so much. Love money more than we love one another. Love money more than we love our lives. Love money more than we love our dignity and our respect. Look at our community. Look at our people. Love money. Money, 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 money. They use this girl's tragedy, this family's heartache, to gain funds. And this is what we are doing. You can't blame no white man for that. This is us. They're using her mom's picture and her mom's name and setting up other Facebook pages and stuff. to get people, to reel people in for the money. This is the wickedness. People are demonically possessed to be so evil, to be so wicked and greedy. And if this is you, if you're listening to the things I'm saying and you know this is you, so it's resonating in your spirit right now, please repent. Please repent. Do not allow your wickedness to cause you to do damage to your own people, your own community, yourself, to slap your God in the face with your selfishness. This is the best time to repent. This thing is bigger than you and I, but it takes you and I to stop the curse by living a righteous lifestyle, family. We can't continue on like this. And all of us won't be saved. That's a fact. But anybody who is watching this particular video, you have a chance to rethink and redo, regroup, and do better. If you are a part of the wickedness in our communities, I'm begging you to do better, family. We need one another. And we are only as strong as our weakest link. And we got too many weak links. United we stand, divided we fall. We are divided. We're all over the place in every way, every aspect. We just can't gel. We can't get it together. Look at us. Feel the pain of that and be the change, man. This is insane. And family, if you have young children who are, my oldest daughter is 34. My baby is 32. And I have young nieces as well. They're young ladies. Everybody's adults. And they go on vacations and they do stuff. Everybody is not your friend. Let your children know that. And if you feel anything about anybody that they're hanging out with, because I have, and I've told my daughters, and they be like, "Ma, I can't believe you were right." Huh. Mamas, we got some kind of senses that, some spidey senses that's unbeatable and unmatched, honey, when it comes to our children. The guys, the boyfriends, I don't like him. We could sense it. If you feel that way, moms and fathers, tell your children, warn them. Warn them. And they might not listen because sometimes our children are hard-headed. And that's a part of the curse too. Being stiff-necked and stubborn, just hard-headed. But warn your children because people think, everybody is their friend when you're young. I had a coworker on my job who told me her daughter thought everybody was her friend. And her daughter's been missing for years because she just went off with somebody and she has not seen her daughter. So she doesn't know to this day if her daughter is dead or alive amongst her own people. And I'm going to keep repeating that because I want to show y'all how wicked we are to ourselves. We are wicked to ourselves. The enemy within. We need to get it together for those of us who can, who still want to. Please get it together. Whatever you reap, whatever you sow, you're going to reap. So you you planting that filthy seed, that tree is going to grow in your garden. If you plant a beautiful seed, then you're going to reap the benefits of that. But whatever you put out, it's coming back. Nobody gets away with anything for too long. And it might seem like they're doing all right, living this great life. But guess what? The Father is watching. And it's just the nature of life. The circle of life, if you want to call it that. Whatever you put, it's coming right back. It's just coming right back. Circular. Right back. It ain't going to skip over you. And when it come back, it's going to be worse. We have power in our choices, the things that we do. All right, family, I just wanted to mention these things because in light of what happened to Shanquella, listen, Shanquella's story is many. There are many Shanquellas in our neighborhoods, and we are the ones who are doing it to ourselves, family. As my father would say, I had to pull y'all coat to that tonight as I spoke about this young lady. I mean, I feel grief for her and her family because I'm human and these are my people. This stuff bothers me, and if it doesn't bother you, something ain't right. Something is not right. And I pray you get right before it's too late. Peace, love, and blessings, family.